Hey, hello, and howdy ho. It's Super the Comic here today with another unboxing. Zwei, Longinus, Drake Spiral, Metsu. So, front of the box. Whoa, actually no. Drake Spiral, Metsu, Zwei, Longinus. B144, booster, no launcher. Let's roll intro. Yeah, here we go. So, the front of the box, it's Zwei Longinus itself. A front image with electricity or something here. Zwei Longinus, Drake Spiral, Metsu, Gatinko layer system. It's showing the gimmick, which is basically the fact that it has metal in the metal heads, or the metal dragon heads, which is the main source of its attack. Well, the main reason I bought this, I was doing some testing on a couple of combos, and I'm like, wait a second, I don't have any specifically left attacking layers, layer bases, not including Lord. So I thought that was a problem and decided to order Zwei. B144 booster, as I mentioned, Gatinko layer system, Beyblade burst, Takeratomi. So it's an attack type, burst system, right spin, Gatinko layer system, an art of Zwei Longinus, and that's the owner, Hajime Loden, or yeah. Loden's buff is frick. He's like, Loden, just like most of the other characters in Beyblade Burst, are like in the age range of 12 to 13, and his buff is frick. He also has this diamond thing on his head, and I don't know why. So the layer, Zwei Longinus Metsu, Gatinko chip Longinus, layer weight Metsu. This is my third Metsu, holy crap. And then the layer base Zwei, Drake disc, which has two dragons, which is the gimmick of it. Then Spiral Dash. See, Spiral Dash was released on... No, actually this is a new part. Spiral originally was released on Lost Longinus. Gatinko layer system saying it's interchangeable or customizable. And then Zwei Longinus here, Bursting Revive Phoenix. So, that's everything for the box. Let's get into the unboxing. Be wacky how I pulled a gold turbo. A Baylogger sheet, and then the QR code's on the other side. I have no need for it. I don't have the Takeratomi app or whatever. Don't know, I mean, Meister, okay, nothing here. I mean, Meister Yoon pulled a gold turbo Zwei Longinus. Meister Yoon is, wow, Meister Yoon's a goat. Close the box back up. And then, and it's the regular Zwei Longinus. Let's go. Piece of the sticker sheet, and a couple of stickers. Some go on the dragon heads, some go on the Gatinko chip, and then there's one on the driver, stereotypically. The instructions just tells you how to put a Beyblade together, the Gatinko layer system, how to work the Gatinko layer system, common sense stuff, essentially. And then it's a booster, so there's no launcher. And now let's change the angle to get into the Beyblade itself. Here we have the Beyblade itself, Zwei Longinus layer, Drake disc, and Spiral Dash driver. Let's go to do the driver first. The Spiral Dash driver, it's like a purple color and it has sparkles inside of it. It also is a dash driver, which it has the gauge 9, I believe, spring, and it has, yeah, the gauge 9 spring, and it has more pressure on it, so it's, the spring lock's supposed to be tighter. It's also, as I said earlier, it's kind of actually what Super King or Sparking is doing now, where they're releasing like older versions of the driver but dashed. And Spiral was the first Longinus driver, so it's also an upgrade to Jolt, or Spiral Dash, chronological wise, is an upgrade to Jolt on the Longinus line. Disc, well, L2F, it kind of looks like L2F from Metal Fight. I forget which L-Drago it was. I just know it's in L2F from an L-Drago, I believe. I could be wrong. Then the Drake disc, which is kind of thick. It's pretty jagged with plastic all around it. How many stars does my Drake disc have? 1. Whack. Anyway, the gimmick is that it has 2 dragons for a built-in layer gimmick. That's supposed to have synchronization-wise or something like that. Overall, thick disc. Some people use it. Yeah, I've seen people mainly use this on Zwei Longinus. Not more so anymore, or not much so anymore, but I've definitely seen it. People say that Drake is the only disc that lines up with Zwei Longinus, which I believe is a lie. It lines up best with Zwei Longinus, but that doesn't mean it lines up with only Zwei Longinus. Like, it's kind of like the Dagger frame, where Dagger lines up with with so many more other Beyblades, like not just Buster Excalibur, but it lines up on Z Achilles a little bit, Chozy Achilles, Dead Hades, and Chozy Valkyrie somewhat, I guess. So there's the driver and disc. And now the layer. We have the Zwei Longinus Metsu layer. It's pretty beefy. It has an upper attack thing going for it. People usually put the Diabolus 1 Gatinko chip on it because heavy attack and stuff like that. And basically this is supposed to have a bunch of synchronization for another dragon built-in dragon gimmick. The teeth, the teeth are essentially a reverse version of Valkyrie, where it has the teeth. The big tooth is like a click and like one singular Longinus tooth is like one singular Longinus or Valkyrie click is like a click and a half on a normal Beyblade, but they're still pretty good teeth otherwise. It has 2 Longinus dragon heads on it. The layer, wait, Metsu, my 3rd Metsu. 4-star Metsu, finally! Jeez, it took me 2 Metsus. This is my 3rd Metsu. And now the Zwei layer base, pretty chunky. The most if not all of the weight distribution is going out to these metal dragon heads, which are the beefiest part of it. And it's supposed to have a dragon gimmick, so Zwei hammer. Well, putting the Beyblade all together first. Alright, let's check the teeth first. These teeth are, holy crap, big. It's really bulky, kind of like Pegasus. It's like a big gap if you pause in between, like moving across it and then clicking over to the next tooth. I've also heard some people about their Zwei base wearing down. Oh, these are kind of sharp. Not sharp enough to cut you, but like sharp Beyblade wise. Sharp for a Beyblade. I've heard some people about their Zwei layer base. The slopes are wearing down to where the driver doesn't click in correctly, and it just is kind of wobbly. Same thing is happening to my Ace base, so I guess that Gatinko layer bases wear over time. Anyway, that's the first teeth, and that's like a click and a half, if not 2 clicks. And then the last click is just death. It's still really bulky otherwise. Anyway, back to the gimmick about Zwei hammer. Zwei hammer, these two, it has layer synchronization, and then when Zwei Longinus clicks, all of the dragon heads are lined up with each other, and it creates like a powerful attack, which is like, and it hits like a hammer. So like it has the Metsu, the main dragon head, and then the Drake disc, which is supposed to hit like a hammer, which is called Zwei hammer, and that's when Loden gets freaking serious as heck. Still though, how the frick does Drum beat Loden with Rock Dragon? Rock Dragon of all things, and yet Drum, he said, haha, Gold Turbo goes brr, and then plot armors himself into victory. Still though, it's kind of bullcrap if you ask me, but Gold Turbo itself is a plot armor. except when it isn't, because like Iga got wrecked even with Gold Turbo, but that's beside the point. Anyway, yeah, that's Zwei Longinus, pretty big and beefy layer. A lot of people put Zwei on the Diablos 1 chip for beefy attack. This really is pretty beefy, huh? I myself might probably use Zwei Diablos in a tournament whenever the next tournament happens, because like coronavirus. Whoa! I forgot that my my Diablo, that could just be the driver, but my Diablos 1 chip, I got a kind of unbalanced mold. Maybe let's try that again. Yeah, that's better. It really is more solid with the Diablos 1 chip because of the metal. But yeah, all that aside, it's Zwei Longinus, Drake Spiral Metsu. An overall solid release. It's still one of the best left spin attackers in the game right now, as of current, because Super King, the meta is going to change a little bit, and I probably bought something that's going to be outclassed within a few releases. But yeah, this apparently is supposed to be a left spin killer. But yeah, this is my review of Zwei Longinus, Drake Spiral Metsu, Synchronization, Zwei Longinus. It goes fast, it's an attack type, it hits like a hammer when it clicks once, and the last click is death. I have been Super the Comic, this has been Super the Comic. You know this channel already because I just said it twice in a row. See you guys later, comic out.